Delarite, my MVVs, welcome. A new prophecy has come from a renowned pastor in Ife, and that prophecy met Ooni in his throne. Now, they said allegedly that the man came to prophesy to the Ooni of Ife, stating very clearly that they are using wives as agents to fight against Naomi, that they are using the evil people have engaged the wives to fight against Naomi because they do not want Naomi in the palace. They don't want her anywhere around the palace. As a matter of fact, they do not want her in Ife. That most of the things these women are doing, the women are under some kind of influence. People are influencing them. And principalities are influencing them. Powers are influencing them. Powers that be around the palace, the Ife land, and all of that are fighting, tooth and nail to make sure Queen Naomi does not come into the palace. That this is not just about Queen Naomi, her beauty, or her brains, or anything. That is about what she believes in, her church, the Church of God, and, her ministry. And that is their greatest fear. And that is the reason why they will fight to the very end to ensure that this thing scatters. That Ooni of Ife needs to put on, his helmet. He needs to put on his, carry his javelin. He needs to know that the battle in the days ahead is going to be even more serious than it is right now. That Queen Naomi needs to stand up against that evil day and fight to regain her place in the palace. That these people are not stopping. They will do everything that is within their power to ensure that Queen Naomi does not return back into the palace. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the south. It's still on the royals. How are you guys doing? Delarite, my Delarite, I appreciate you. I love you. I thank you. I'm grateful. My own very Delarite. Please, if you're here, you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. I appreciate you guys so much. Report reaching us right now is that there is a new prophecy that just got into the palace of the Ooni of Ife, that the days ahead is going to be even more cumbersome than it is right now, that there are a lot of people who are fighting Queen Naomi from the back, that they are using the wives as agents to fight Queen Naomi, that this is not just about the beautiful Queen Naomi, the brilliant Queen Naomi, the caring Queen Naomi, the loving Queen Naomi. It's about what she stands for, her faith, her belief system, the fact that God has, made her an instrument to fight against darkness. And that is what this is all about. That if Queen Naomi had been like the Ooni of Ife, a traditionalist, and, believe in what they believe in, that this could not have been as bad as it is now, that they are fighting what Queen Naomi believes in. They say prophet is a renowned one in Ife, that he is so highly known, recognized, and respected. And so when he asked that he wanted to see the Ooni of Ife, they obliged him. He went inside, he saw the Ooni of Ife, he had to prophesy. He told Ooni of Ife everything, that the days ahead will be more cumbersome than it is now. He needs to be ready. He needs to know that they will throw confusion, they will throw a whole lot of things, that he needs to be very ready. He needs to be prepared for the days ahead, that things are going to be rough, like everything is going to be as rough as anybody can think about, that Queen Naomi is being fought by too many people, too many agents, like too many, that there are too many forces fighting against Queen Naomi because of her faith, her belief system, that God has used her, or God is using her as an instrument to fight against the darkness that is roaming or looming the palace of the Ooni of Ife. That what Queen Naomi is doing is an assignment that was given to her by God, and that is why she has not gone up till now. That if not for the grace of God, that Queen Naomi ought to have gone, that she's had opportunities abroad and everything. Marriage is not even a problem to her because a lot of suitors and all of that want her. But she's still holding forth because she knows Queen Naomi is somebody who listens to the Spirit, and she knows that there is something that is beyond her and the palace of the Ooni of Ife, that God put her there for a reason. And the reason for which God brought her to the palace palace of the Ooni of Ife has not been established yet, like has not been accomplished rather. And so she's not done with the job that has been given to her to do, that she cannot leave it and start running off, that she needs to complete it. And God is going to be with her back to back. But Ooni of Ife first has to be there for Queen Naomi, has to support Queen Naomi, has to understand the fight that Queen Naomi is going through, that right now they are fighting her left, right, and center, that they have tried spiritually over and over again. They have not succeeded, and that is why it does seem as if they are coming physically right now to try and do whatever it is that they need to do to Queen Naomi. We have seen what is going on. We saw that in the other occasion, we heard that she was being trailed by some men. We also heard that Oni had to run to her. We heard that they had to... I think that Oni is doing very well, because Oni may have anticipated all of this, and that was why I guess Oni decided that they were going to change her driver and give her somebody that is that specializes in driving, and of course guarding, bodyguard, and slash driver, and all of that. And with what is going on now, we can see that the decision Ooni of Ife made was a very good decision. We can see that as long as Nami is with this driver, I know that it is God who protects, but of course the driver knows when something is not looking right, and the driver is able to do something. Why wouldn't Ooni do that? Ooni needs to keep Tadenika safe. Oni needs to do even more to ensure that Queen Naomi is safe, because we are seeing that Queen Naomi is fighting against a lot of forces, a lot of people. It's not just one, like community, the entire community. People with clean heart, there's nobody that has got a clean heart that will not want Queen Naomi back in the palace, but unfortunately, there are a lot of people who do not want that lady in the palace. They have fought tooth and nail, they have fought physically, they have used their mouth, they have condemned, they have indicted. There's nothing they have not done to show that, to make sure Queen Naomi does not return back to the palace. But as God will have it, knowing that God is supreme, He is the one who is able to make things happen, do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever imagine. God is putting this relationship together and making the world understand that it doesn't matter how far you go, you're able to achieve whatever is in your mind to achieve. Right now, things are tough, but of course it's looking better than it was looking. But this prophet has told Ooni of Ife to sit up and do the best that he can do, and understand that Queen Naomi is fighting against a lot of forces that may never ever want her to return back to the palace. Ooni has to bear that in mind and do whatever he needs to do and protect himself as well, so that this purpose can be accomplished. I'm going to give you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.